just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this one too low.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they needed 2. They can only get 1. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane, On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They pulled that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Vikings nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, check that. Street. Big Lions.
On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Go check.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He'll drop to throw. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 77 Wolves.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the slant, he's got Hardman. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
70.
Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Focus. Come on. Focus. Focus.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Sharp. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because
Miles,
he's pretty much been
make sure
completely
you, hey,
neutralized. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Option play, and they'll give him.
make sure that you're putting taking the trash out.
Three here as he's out to the
You put all the, this is a full trash bag.
The second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going.
Get all the trash and stuff from outside, from inside the house, and stuff from upstairs, whatever it may be, and trash in the back and trash in the garage and put it in there as well.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And complete to Drake London. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
They run the counter with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt.
Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
On the ball. On the ball.
Cook now off the read option. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Cook at 19.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Got wrong with Atlanta too.
Lutz to try to add the PAT.
Got my little friend say he up here talking shit. What you about to
It's
make?
up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Huh? What you about to make?
You don't make it happen. I just, my stomach is upset.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Got his man, it's London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet. Your defense still has 3 timeouts.
It was somebody on Miami team.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Looks like he'll throw here. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.